You and I have been wondering what was the delay with the Supreme Court on the tax returns. They could have issued this basically denial of hearing the case, refusal to hear the case. They could have done it a while ago. Do you have any theory as to why it took so long?
So it was fully briefed and ready to go by middle of October. And you could understand why the court might have delayed until after the election. But you really get the sense that this fell behind the radiator because it wasn't done, between, the election and January 20th. And then you'd think it would would have happened very shortly after January 20th. In other words, I don't know if they were responding to the increasing media drumbeat about what on God's green earth is keeping them. But, it clearly wasn't sort of contested deliberations because the Supreme Court ruled today in a summary order. In other words, this wasn't a long drawn out opinion. It basically just had one word: denied. So this means that Donald Trump will now have to turn over and cannot object to his accountants turning over all of the accounting records that the Manhattan District Attorney's Office is seeking.
And technically, the subpoena is not to Donald Trump. It's to this accounting company. And they're professionals. Their lawyers are professionals. They're not obstreperous Trump crazy lawyers. They're just going to hand this stuff over, right?
Absolutely. They're third parties. I mean, we're waiting for the go ahead from the court. This reminds me very much of the situation we were in when we got the accounting records from Paul Manafort's accountants. And just so your viewers understand, the reason this is so important is that the government is going to need to show not only that tax returns or bank loan applications were wrong, in other words, that the amounts were erroneous, but they then need to show that Donald Trump or whoever they're focusing on knew that they were wrong and filed them nevertheless intentionally. And accounting records can be a gold mine in terms of proving all of that not only are they wrong, but that it was knowingly so. And they can really put the lie to a particular person. So they can end up either showing that, Donald Trump himself knew and did this intentionally, or they can use it to flip people who were used to prepare these documents. So this is really going to be a wealth of information for the Manhattan District Attorney's Office.
Andrew, I've never seen tax returns of this size. Few people have. In your experience as a prosecutor, being dumped this massive amount of information, how long will it take a team of prosecutors to figure out what they have here?
So, people keep saying that, but if you look at let's just take the Mueller investigation and the Manafort case. We started really looking at that in June or July of 2017, and Manafort was under indictment in October of that year. Now, we had an incredible group of FBI agents and analysts, but it is not a long process. The hardest part is not reviewing the documents. It's interviewing people about those documents and scheduling those interviews. But again, that gives you a sense of the time frame. And Paul Manafort had, dozens and dozens of corporations all across the globe. And that, again, only took a few months to go through.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.